The past hides extraordinary secrets, left behind by ancient hands, waiting to be uncovered. From forgotten empires to everyday tools, each discovery reshapes our story. This is the double statue of Mephistopheles and Margarita, a haunting masterpiece carved from a single piece of ancient sycamore wood. At first glance, you see Mephistopheles, the dark and cunning demon from German folklore, his features sharp and menacing. But walk around it, and you're met with the gentle, sorrowful face of Margarita, the tragic heroine of Goethe's Faust. One statue, two souls, perfectly split, yet seamlessly unified. Trapped in time, a praying mantis, perfectly preserved in amber for over 30 million years. Frozen mid-motion, this tiny predator offers a crystal-clear glimpse into a prehistoric world, untouched and unchanged for millions of years. Discovered in Mongolia, these 1,100-year-old boots are astonishingly well preserved. Still stylish, still intact, a timeless step through history. The ocean hides its greatest mystery in the Mariana Trench, the deepest known point on Earth, plunging 10,935 meters beneath the surface, deeper than Mount Everest is tall. Descend past the twilight zone at 200 meters, where sunlight fades, then into the midnight zone, cold and utterly black. Beyond that lies the abyss, and finally, the Hadal Zone, the realm of deep ocean trenches. While scuba divers have only reached 332 meters, a submersible once made it all the way down, touching the silent floor of the Earth's deepest wound. This iron gauntlet was recovered from a mass grave after the Battle of Visby, fought in July 1361 on the Baltic island of Gotland. Worn by a fallen warrior, it's a chilling relic of the brutal clash between Danish invaders and local Gutnish forces, a silent witness to one of medieval Scandinavia's bloodiest battles. High on a remote cliff in Peru's Utcubamba Valley stand the sarcophagi of Coragia, towering 2.5-meter tombs built by the mysterious Chachapoyas people. These pre-Inca figures have watched over the valley for centuries, guarding the mummified remains of ancient elders, still honored as wise spirits of a forgotten age. The Debus giraffes are ancient rock carvings etched into the stone of northeastern Chad. Two giraffes stand face to face, their necks gracefully intertwined, a silent symbol of prehistoric artistry and culture, carved thousands of years ago. In Cappadocia, Turkey, nature carved what look like giant stone mushrooms, known as the fairy fireplaces. Formed by ancient volcanic eruptions and erosion, these towering rock spires once sheltered entire civilizations in caves hidden within. A magical blend of geology and history, rising straight from the earth. This is the oldest olive oil, the nearly 2,000-year-old bottle filled with solidified olive oil from Pompeii. While diving off Israel's Carmel coast, Shlomi Katzin spotted a mysterious glimmer beneath the sand. What he found was astonishing, a 900-year-old sword over 39 inches long, likely wielded by a crusader. Lost to the sea for centuries, it now resurfaces as a silent witness to medieval battles. In May 2023, archaeologists in southern Turkey uncovered a marble foot, 1.6 feet long, from a statue of Emperor Marcus Aurelius. Likely part of a massive sculpture, it's a striking reminder of Rome's grandeur and the precision of its ancient artists. These are the ancient Greek helmets from the classical period kept in the storeroom of the Archaeological Museum of Olympia in Greece. In ancient Greece, adult workers wore special sandals that printed a message in the ground reading, "Follow me," to advertise their services. A seal fur thong from Greenland, made by Inuits, 18th century. Mozart's kitchen still stands at number 9 Getreidegasse in Salzburg, Austria, inside the very house where the musical genius was born on January 27, 1756. A quiet corner of history, once filled with the sounds of everyday life behind a legendary name. Charlemagne's throne in Aachen. From then until 1531, it served as the coronation throne for 31 kings of Germany. The unfinished obelisk of Hatshepsut lies carved into solid bedrock, frozen in time. Had it been completed, it would have stood 42 meters tall and weighed over 1,200 tons, the largest ever attempted in ancient Egypt. In 1969, near Issyk in Kazakhstan, archaeologists uncovered the Golden Man, a figure buried in regal splendor. Dressed in garments stitched with hundreds of gold ornaments and crowned with a tall, conical headdress, the burial held mysteries. A silver bowl, a sword, and sewing needles hint at a noblewoman or Scythian princess, or perhaps a warrior meant to guard her in the afterlife. In Roermond, Netherlands, two graves divided by a cemetery wall tell a powerful love story. Jacob, a Protestant, and Josephina, a Catholic, married against 19th-century norms. Though buried on opposite sides, their hands reach over the wall, a lasting symbol of love stronger than religious boundaries. Hidden in Scotland's Kilmartin Glen lies the Achnabrec cup and ring marks, mysterious carvings etched into stone over 4,000 years ago. These ancient symbols, with their circles and grooves, stretch across massive rock surfaces, some nearly a meter wide. No one knows their true purpose. Were they maps, ritual sites, or messages to the stars? Their meaning is lost, but their wonder endures. Khiva's city wall in Uzbekistan is a stunning 17th-century fortress made of ancient mud bricks. Once built for defense, its towering ramparts now stand as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a proud reminder of the city's rich history and craftsmanship. Michelangelo's Moses. A true masterclass in sculpted human anatomy by the legendary Michelangelo. Towering above Athens, the Acropolis is a symbol of ancient Greek brilliance. Once home to temples like the Parthenon, it still echoes the glory of a civilization that shaped the world. In 1987, deep in a New Zealand cave, explorers uncovered a mummified claw, still with muscle and skin, from the extinct upland moa. Thought to have vanished 600 years ago, this eerie discovery raised a haunting question: did these giant flightless birds survive longer than we ever imagined? Carved top to bottom from a single giant rock, the Kailasa Temple in Ellora, India, is the world's largest monolithic Hindu temple. Built in the 8th century and dedicated to Lord Shiva, it's a masterpiece of ancient engineering, with massive sculptures, intricate carvings, and no modern tools. A mountain turned into a temple. Built in the 1st century AD, the stadium at Aphrodisias in modern-day Turkey could hold 30,000 spectators. Once echoing with Greek athletic games, it later hosted brutal Roman gladiator fights. Inscriptions on the stone seats still mark where the elite once sat, frozen echoes of a roaring past. Perched on the ramparts of medieval Perigord, the Ashif is a 14th-century timber lookout built in 1347. Made of oak and wattle and daub, it once guarded a toll bridge, perfectly balanced on wooden struts above the ancient town below. A new study has revealed that Stonehenge's massive altar stone likely came not from Wales, but from northeast Scotland, over 500 miles away. Its unique chemical makeup matches rocks from the Orkney Islands, suggesting ancient Britons transported the 6-ton stone by boat around 2600 BC. This discovery rewrites history, showing a vast network of trade, planning, and teamwork across ancient Britain. Hidden in the rocks of southeastern Kazakhstan, the Tambeli petroglyphs date back over 3,500 years. Etched by ancient hands, these 5,000 carvings reveal sacred rituals, sun-headed deities, and mythical horned beasts, powerful symbols of a world shaped by spirits, sun, and shamanic belief. In Egypt's Wadi al-Haytham, the Valley of the Whales, a 37-million-year-old whale skeleton lies preserved in desert sand. This ancient marine graveyard holds rare fossils that reveal the secrets of prehistoric oceans. Today, a museum stands there to protect and share these incredible finds. In a tender moment frozen in time, a 4,800-year-old skeleton of a mother was found cradling her 6-month-old baby. Discovered in Taichung, Taiwan, and linked to the ancient Daepankang culture, she's believed to be an early ancestor of the Austronesian people. Discovered in Lund, Sweden, this 1640 AD artifact is one of the oldest intact condoms ever found. Made from pig intestines, it came with a Latin user manual, advising men to soak it in unboiled milk before and after use to prevent disease. Reusable, washable, and centuries ahead of its time. Mycenae Lion Gate and Citadel walls built in 1350 BC and known as Cyclopean-style walls due to the vast size of the blocks. Erbil stands as one of the world's oldest continuously inhabited cities, with over 6,000 years of history. Its ancient stones still echo the rise and fall of empires. Coins depicting Alexander the Great. In Seville, archaeologists unearthed a stunning 600 kilos of Roman coins, hidden for over 1,500 years. Buried in 20 small amphoras beneath the earth, some perfectly intact, others shattered under time's weight, this ancient treasure lay sealed in silence, waiting to be found. This 1926 Rolls-Royce Phantom Brougham de Ville was custom-built for Maud Gasquet, who adored 18th-century French design. Commissioned by her wealthy husband, it remains a stunning example of bespoke automotive luxury, like a royal palace on wheels. Rising from the sands of the Algerian Sahara stands the Chicken Leg Rock, a bizarre, wind-carved formation that looks exactly like a giant chicken leg. Nature, it seems, has a sense of humor. In 1910, President Porfirio Diaz stood before the mighty Aztec calendar stone at Mexico's National Museum of Anthropology, a powerful image of modern leadership facing ancient legacy. Variovkina Cave, also known as the Veronia Cave, is the deepest known cave on Earth, plunging an astonishing 2,212 meters into the planet. Located in Abkhazia, near the border of Georgia, this vast underground world has over 6,000 meters of tunnels. Since its discovery in 1968, explorers have slowly pushed deeper, turning Jules Verne's dream of journeying to the Earth's core into a breathtaking reality. One of the fake heads used as a decoy during the 1962 escape of 3 prisoners from Alcatraz. Made with soap, toilet paper, toothpaste, and concrete dust. At Egypt's Kom Ombo Temple, archaeologists uncovered a stunning Sphinx statue carved from sandstone, dating back to the Ptolemaic era. Dedicated to the gods Sobek and Horus, this site reveals a rich blend of Greek and Egyptian artistry, and this Sphinx is yet another timeless guardian of ancient secrets. Military bicycle with spring wheels from the 1900s. At Laos' ancient Wat Phao Temple lies the mysterious crocodile stone, a carved boulder shaped like a crocodile, dating back to pre-Angkorian times. Some believe it was used for human sacrifices, though no proof remains. Its presence adds to the sacred mystery of this UNESCO World Heritage Site. Biar Hima in Saudi Arabia is over 7,000 years old, a desert canvas etched with camels, lions, and ancient hunters. Once a lush crossroads on old trade routes, it reveals early scripts and stories from vanished cultures, blending South Arabian and Nabatean worlds in stone. In the 12th century floor tiles of St. Peter's Church in Wormleighton, England, a playful mystery remains. Tiny cat paw prints, pressed into the clay before it was fired, have survived for centuries, an unintentional signature from a curious feline who walked across history. In 1516, the genius of Leonardo da Vinci took shape in stone, a mesmerizing spiral staircase like no other. With its graceful curves and visionary design, this ancient marvel feels centuries ahead of its time, yet perfectly timeless. Towering above a quiet pond in Florence, Italy, stands the Apennine Colossus, a monumental fusion of man and mountain, built over 420 years ago. Rising 35 feet high, his massive form is shaped from carved stone wrapped around a brick core. But the real wonder lies within. Hidden behind his head is a secret chamber, complete with a fireplace, and when lit, smoke escapes through his nostrils, as if the giant himself is breathing. A breathtaking blend of myth, art, and mystery. This is the bust of Maria Duglioli Barberini, sculpted in 1626 by the brilliant Italian artist Giuliano Finelli. Known for his unmatched mastery of marble, Finelli brought Maria's likeness to life with astonishing realism, from the delicate folds of her gown to the quiet strength in her gaze. A member of the powerful Barberini family, her memory is forever preserved in stone, as elegant and commanding as the era she lived in. These are Mycenaean daggers and swords, crafted in Greece between the 16th and 14th centuries BC. Intricately inlaid with gold, they weren't just weapons, they were symbols of power and prestige. At the gate of all nations in Persepolis stands a colossal guardian, commissioned by King Xerxes I in the 5th century BCE. With the body of a bull, the wings of an eagle, and the head of a man, it symbolized strength, protection, and royal power. Inspired by the Assyrian Lamassu but uniquely Persian, this limestone figure once welcomed envoys from across the empire, a majestic reminder of ancient Persia's glory. St. Kilda, Scotland, a remote island frozen in time. 2 photos, taken 160 years apart, show how little has changed. The same stone structures, the same rugged silence. A rare glimpse into a world that endures, untouched by the rush of modern life. This is the statue of Yasuke, the first black samurai in Japanese history. He arrived in Japan in 1579, brought from Mozambique by Portuguese traders. Fascinated by his towering height and dark skin, warlord Oda Nobunaga took him into his service. Yasuke was given a home, wealth, and a katana, rising from slavery to become a respected warrior, fighting side by side with Nobunaga in battle. His journey from foreign captive to samurai legend is one of history's most powerful transformations. Beneath the desert sands near Kashan, Iran, lies Nushabad, a 1,500-year-old underground city carved deep into the earth during the Sasanian era. Stretching across 3 levels and over 4 square kilometers, it was a hidden fortress, complete with air ducts, wells, and food stores. Locals used its twisting tunnels and secret traps to escape invading armies like the Mongols and Arabs. Forgotten for centuries, Nushabad re-emerged in 2005 when a man digging a ditch stumbled into its ancient depths, unveiling a lost world beneath his feet. In 1850, a storm revealed the hidden village of Skara Brae, often called the Scottish Pompeii. Older than the Great Pyramids, this ancient settlement once housed around 100 people. Its homes were linked by stone tunnels, with each doorway sealed shut like a time capsule of prehistoric life. High on the slopes of Mount Coelius in ancient Ephesus, Turkey, stood the lavish Roman terrace houses, or domus, homes of the empire's elite. Dating from the 1st century BCE to the 3rd century CE, these residences reveal intricate mosaics, colorful frescoes, and advanced features like private courtyards, running water, and even underfloor heating. One mosaic shows a lion grappling its prey, a stunning glimpse into Roman luxury and Greek artistic influence, frozen in time. This fossil slab, likely from Morocco, captures a moment frozen in time, several trilobites, ancient marine arthropods that thrived over 400 million years ago. Their finely preserved exoskeletons and delicate spines hint at a rapid burial on a seabed with no oxygen, where decay stopped and minerals took over. In the peaceful lands of Bulgaria, a breathtaking discovery lay hidden for 2,000 years, the Thracian chariot. Found in the grave of a nobleman from the 1st century AD, this wooden masterpiece reveals the artistry and beliefs of an ancient civilization. With 4 massive wheels and silver-plated figures of Eros and mythical beasts, the chariot tells stories of gods and legends. Alongside it, the remains of 2 horses and a loyal dog, buried to guide their master into the afterlife. A sacred farewell from a world that believed death was only the beginning. In the ghostly silence of the Chernobyl exclusion zone, a herd of wild Przhevalsky horses now roams free, nature reclaiming what humans abandoned. Thousands of miles away, in the Lascaux caves of France, a 17,000-year-old painting of a horse reminds us just how long these majestic creatures have walked beside us, in survival, in art, and in memory. These are the Roman bronze doors of the Pantheon, still in use since 115 AD, making them the oldest functioning doors in Rome. Towering at over 7 meters high and weighing 8.5 tons each, they swing open with surprising ease, balanced so perfectly that a single person can move them. Ancient engineering at its finest, still holding strong after nearly 2,000 years. On the island of Crete stands the olive tree of Vouvs, one of the oldest living olive trees in the world. Estimated to be over 3,000 years old, its gnarled trunk and twisted branches have witnessed empires rise and fall. Still bearing fruit today, this ancient tree is a living symbol of resilience, deeply rooted in both the land and the history of humanity. They call it the Rutland Sea Dragon, a colossal 180-million-year-old fossil discovered in England. Unearthed during routine maintenance at a nature reserve, this 10-meter-long ichthyosaur is the largest ever found in the UK. Once a ruler of ancient seas, it swam our oceans long before the first dinosaur walked the earth. This colossal Persian griffin, dating back to 516 to 465 BC in Persepolis, Iran, is a creature of myth and majesty. With the body of a lion, eagle talons, feathered wings, and horse-like ears, it embodied both strength and grace. Its name comes from the ancient Greek grups, meaning curved beak. Legends say its claws rivaled bull horns and its feathers could serve as arrows. More than a symbol, the griffin was a guardian of divine power, fierce, watchful, and eternal. In 1921, archaeologists in Denmark uncovered the grave of the Egged girl, a Bronze Age teenager buried over 3,300 years ago. Just 16 to 18 years old, she lay in a hollowed-out oak coffin, wrapped in bull hide, her body remarkably preserved by the soil. Her outfit, a wool blouse, corded skirt, and bronze jewelry, offers one of the clearest windows into prehistoric fashion in Northern Europe. In the town of Nordlingen, Germany, archaeologists uncovered a 3,000-year-old sword buried in a grave, and it's astonishingly well preserved. Aside from a few scratches, the blade looks almost untouched by time. A rare and remarkable relic from the Bronze Age, resting in silence for millennia. In September 2023, deep beneath the ancient gymnasium of Amasra in Turkey, archaeologists uncovered a stunning Roman marble statue, perfectly preserved after nearly 2,000 years. First believed to be a water nymph, experts now think it may be Aphrodite herself, the goddess of love, rediscovered in stone. This is the Column of Marcus Aurelius, a towering Roman monument in the heart of Rome. Built around 180 AD, it honors the emperor's fierce campaigns against Germanic and Sarmatian tribes. Its spiral relief winds upward, carved with dramatic battle scenes that reveal the raw intensity of Roman warfare and imperial pride. This is the only surviving head of the dodo, preserved at the Natural History Museum in London. Once native to Mauritius, the dodo vanished just decades after its discovery in 1598, wiped out by hunting and invasive species. Standing about 1 meter tall, this flightless bird has become a haunting. And a powerful reminder of how human actions can erase entire species forever. In the ancient city of Patara, Turkey, a Roman aqueduct still stands, a breathtaking symbol of engineering brilliance. Built to supply a growing population with water, it reflects the Romans' genius in hydraulic design and urban planning. Even in ruins, it echoes a civilization that valued both function and grandeur. Duntroon Castle, perched beside Loch Creenan in Scotland, is one of the oldest still inhabited castles in the country, its roots stretching back to the 12th century. Once home to Clan MacDougall and later the powerful Campbells, it has seen centuries of clan warfare. Legend tells of a captured MacDonald Piper who, with a haunting tune, warned his clan of an ambush. Once a fortress, the castle slowly became a home, its stones echoing both battle cries and lullabies. This 12th century door at Wells Cathedral in Somerset, UK, isn't just wood and iron, it's a portal to the medieval world. Weathered by time yet beautifully intact, it has stood for over 800 years, guarding the secrets of generations past. In early 1900 St. Petersburg, the home of Guard Captain S. Miyake held a marvel of engineering, a steam-powered elevator. Built around 1902, it wasn't just rare for its time, it was a symbol of elegance and innovation rising right inside a private residence. In Bulgaria lies Prohodna Cave, known as the Eyes of God. Carved by wind and water over millennia, its ceiling reveals two symmetrical openings that look like eyes staring at the sky. By day, sunlight pours through like divine light. By night, the stars complete the illusion, as if the heavens themselves are watching. This ancient armor, crafted from crocodile hide, was discovered in Egypt in the 19th century. Dating back to the 3rd century AD during Roman rule, it's believed to have been worn more for ceremony than for battle. A fierce yet symbolic relic of power and ritual. Beneath a busy construction site in modern-day London, archaeologists uncovered a breathtaking Roman mosaic floor, hidden for nearly 1,800 years. Dating back to the 2nd or 3rd century CE, it once adorned a grand dining room in a Roman villa or travel inn. With interlocking patterns, wave motifs, and a striking star-shaped centerpiece in red, black, and white, the mosaic showcases Rome's deep love for symmetry and beauty. A silent masterpiece, preserved beneath centuries of change. Hidden beneath the city of Bath, England, lay the forgotten marvels of the Roman baths. In 1878, Major Charles Davis, investigating a leak, stumbled upon ancient Roman tiles and pottery. Piece by piece, the Great Bath was uncovered, despite the challenge of buildings above it. By 1883, after demolition and excavation, the ancient spa was revealed once more, ready to amaze the modern world. This is King Seti I, one of the most remarkably preserved mummies in Egyptian history. His name means, belonging to the god Set, and he ruled during Egypt's Golden Age. Over 3,000 years ago, he led great campaigns, built monuments, and left a legacy as the father of Ramses the Great. Standing near the Roman Forum, the Arch of Titus quietly marks a powerful chapter in history. Built around 81 CE, it celebrates Emperor Titus's victory in Jerusalem, with detailed carvings showing Roman soldiers carrying sacred treasures, including one of the earliest images of the Jewish menorah.